Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back. I hope that everybody is well. Welcome to another episode at Live Narc Free. If you are new, hello and welcome. If you're returning, hey. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get right into the message. So it's a really good topic today. Make sure y'all hit that like. So I actually got this from one of my subscribers, and you guys please continue to keep leaving me feedback on topics that you guys want to learn about in regards to narcissistic abuse, so that way I can make videos in regards to it. But we want to talk about the third party, the narcissistic supply. But the topic actually got cut out, so I'll just kind of say what it's actually two topics. But anyway, so we're going to talk about how to deal with the third party narcissistic supply when approached, and how to stop referring narcissistic behaviors in new relationships, or how to stop, I guess, either enabling or even we could have picked up some of those traits and we could or those behaviors and bringing them to new relationships, and how to stop. So that was actually a question from a subscriber. So thank you for that question. So in regards to dealing with the third party energy, the narcissist could be an ex, or it could be the new person, or it could be a rebound. Thank y'all for the like. I appreciate it. But how to deal with the narcissistic supply when approached is you really want to have no reaction. This is pretty much what this person is looking for. This could also be a flying monkey too. But no reaction. You want to make it as though that whatever this person is saying or doing has no effect on you. Even if it does, that's how you kind of have to play it. You know what I mean? But I would ignore it. Try not to look on the third party's page. Either the new supply or the third party could be trying to make you jealous, could be trying to make you upset, get a reaction out of you, and you really want to avoid that at all costs at this point. Now this could also be like a baby mama, a baby dad, an ex-wife, an ex-husband. This person is just trying to maybe even like I said, get some sort of reaction out of you. Maybe trying to ruin your life, maybe trying to talk down on your name, destroy your character, throw your name under the bus, and say all these really horrible things about you. And like I said, you just want to ignore it, go no contact, block this third party energy. Because and you guys let me know what's you guys' experience, because sometimes you have it where it's the narcissist's new supply or the rebound. They're actually trying to contact you. They're actually reaching out to you, calling you, maybe even stalking you for some, but that's not for everybody, but that can be some people's story. But I would just say, just know who you are, know your worth, know your value, know what it is and who that you're dealing with. So if you know that you're dealing with a narcissist and they have, this third party new supply or third party X supply, know that they're probably toxic like the narcissist. They may just be trying to, maybe even get some brownie points from the narcissist, and just maybe trying to be like you, copy you in some way. And they're probably just being nosy. They may just want to find out like who you are, so they can dog you out to the narcissist, or like I said, just try to get some sort of reaction. May try to get you upset, so you don't want to allow that person to do that. And they also could just be jealous, just out of pure jealousy, envy, that the narc was probably talking to you, and they may not like that, or they could be trying to start a fight. They could be trying to start a fight. They could be trying to start some drama, and you don't have time for that. You don't deserve that. Now, if you have kids with this narc person and they have another supply or this third party person coming towards you, then that can get kind of messy. So that's why I always recommend getting the authorities involved, or some sort of court lawyer, however you guys work it, the government. You definitely want to get those kind of people involved, because it can turn out to be a mess. Because really, if you have a narcissist in your life, it's going to be full of drama. And if they have this new supply person coming around, it could be full of drama too. So you just want to make sure that you are okay, right? And your kids are okay. So I hope that this was helpful. And you guys, please let me know, leave some feedback. I'd love to hear you guys' story. Were any of you guys approached by the third party or ex or anything like that? How did that go for you guys? What was you guys' reaction? Because on my end, I wasn't really approached by a third. Well, I guess I'm trying to see, because the narcissist that I was dealing with, well, him and I, we were dating, but he had other supplies, right? But I remember when we were talking, there was this other girl. I think he was like just maybe flirting with her, or I don't know what he was doing, but apparently I think he went to see her. And I guess they dated. I don't know what the heck they did. And I ended up telling you guys this story that the narcissist, he ended up coming back. But when I was in contact with this girl that he connected me with, she basically told me that she didn't want to have anything to do with me because I was dealing with the narcissist. And she didn't tell me why. She just said if I have any contact with the narcissist, she no longer wanted to have contact with me. Now that should tell you like something was off, something was wrong, but she never told me what it was. And the narc didn't tell me either, you know? And so, I wish I would have known to this day, but I don't, unfortunately. But I know what the narc did to me. And as you guys know, I don't have any contact with the narc. You guys know what I mean? So yeah, but yeah, in regards to the third party supply, just ignore them. They may just be wanting your attention too, because the other thing is too, you guys, the narcissist could actually be talking about you a lot to this new supply or to this rebound, right? And this could be making this person angry. It could be making them frustrated and they don't know what to do. And maybe they could be trying to figure out what you got that they don't have, that the narcissist is always talking about you to them. You know what I mean? And so, you know, they're probably torturing that third party, you know, and so that this third party is trying to come to you and see like what you're all about, maybe so they can kind of copy you, be like you know, so that the narcissist will give them the full attention, you know, and will no longer mention you, you know, because that's what this third party, they're probably trying to like have the narcissist stop talking about you. But what that third party doesn't understand is that the narcissist is doing that on purpose. That's the abuse itself. When you're triangulating, because that's essentially what the narcissist is doing. They're triangulating that third party with you, you know, and it never stops, you know. So even if it wasn't that third party, it's someone else, they're still going to be doing that type of triangulation, you know. So yeah, you guys, like I said, I hope that was that answered the question. And you guys can ask me questions too, for those of you that are in the room. You guys can chat it up with me. I hope you guys are enjoying your Sunday too, by the way. And then the other question was how to stop referring narcissistic behaviors in new relationships. So I guess basically how to stop, you know, behaving, or even if maybe we kind of took on some narcissistic traits ourselves, how to not bring that into the new relationship, or how to not speak of the narcissist in new relationships. Now, like I said, it was a question that was asked, but I would say really is to understand, you know, what happened to you in the relationship. Like when you were abused, understand, you know, everything that occurred, and seek support, seek help, you know, do your research, understand what is a narcissist and why you attracted the narcissist and how to stop, you know, and understand the difference between a healthy relationship and a toxic relationship, right? Maybe you could have had some of those type of examples like in your past, like your childhood, you know, and so kind of going back to that, you know, and then yeah, just really focus on what you want in that new relationship. You know what I mean? And how to stop talking about the narcissist. I think what would help is, because, you know, and I know I do this myself. I say my narc, because it's like, okay, it's not really my narc. It's like I had that experience, but it's like forgiving the experience, like letting it go, which I know it's hard, especially us victims and survivors. It's not so easy to let what happened go, because we've been traumatized, we've been emotionally abused, we've been manipulated, we've been humiliated, demeaned, degraded, and that's not so easy to let go, which is why a lot of us, we have PTSD and CPTSD, right? But just understanding that you have to move through that, and your new relationship, you have to forgive it. You have to do the healing. You have to recover, and it takes time, right? You know, and I would say if you are getting out of a relationship with a narcissist, just be single. Don't date for a while. You know, spend time with yourself. Get to know who you are. Get to know your likes. Get to know your dislikes. You know what I mean? Know what is a healthy relationship versus an unhealthy relationship. Seeing the signs, right? You know, trusting your gut, trusting your intuition, knowing your value, knowing your worth. You know, as a person, what you will put up, what you won't put up, learning boundaries. You know what I'm saying? And let me know, you guys, does this make sense? Does this resonate? But yeah, and I think, well, I do talk a lot about this in my new video course called How to Break Patterns in Relationships, Preventing Narc Relationships in the Future. I kind of talk about that, you know, about breaking those patterns, because really, what keeps us attracting narc relationships over and over and over again is the fact that we're not learning what are those patterns that keep us a magnet to narcs, you know. And in my course, I kind of talk about, you know, how we're showing up in a relationship, like who are we being, and is how, not saying there's anything wrong with this, but there's definitely room for growth, room for evolution, room for to evolve, you know what I mean? But what is it about ourselves that's kind of keeping the narcissist around us? Or why do we feel like we need to fix a narcissist or change them? Or why are we not seeing them for who they really are instead of how we want them to be? You guys know what I mean? So yeah. And like I said, you know, the longer we're with a narcissist, unfortunately, because some of us, we can be with them for 10 years, 11 years, 12 years, and subconsciously or consciously, we may actually pick up narc behaviors, you guys. Like, and sometimes we may bring that into our new relationship and we don't even know it. And sometimes, and not all, this is just for a certain select few, but sometimes we don't even know, but we could actually be self-sabotaging ourselves. So like sabotaging a new relationship unknowingly. You guys know what I mean? This water is so good. Sorry. But yes, you guys. So I hope that this was helpful. And because I know it's difficult, you know, going from a narc relationship to a healthy, balanced relationship, right? Where there's no drama, there's no confusion, there's no triangulations and silent treatments and projecting and gaslighting, you know, going from all of that to, you know, peace, happiness, love, joy, you know, serenity, at ease, and just, I don't know, euphoria. You know what I mean? Like it's different. It's different, but it takes time, you know. And hey, Gary, how are you? You said the toxic partner's cell phone and why they're so protective of it. Okay, I'll definitely do a topic on that. But man, I know that I would call him a friend. I'll call him a friend. And he was very protective of his phone. And I believe he had an ex that, I think she was a narcissist, or she definitely had the traits. And I don't know, he would always like kind of be on his phone. I knew he was talking to her, and for some reason I felt like she didn't like me. And he was very protective of his phone. And I knew like he was talking to other people and all that kind of stuff, because he made it seem like yeah, we liked each other, but at the end of the day, he was for the streets. And hey, if that's what he wanted, cool, but don't try to lead me on, making it seem like you wanted to be with me and me only, but you're still talking to all of your exes. Like, you guys know what I mean? But he was very protective of his cell phone. And really, people are like that because they don't want you to see what they're doing. They're probably talking to like a lot of people and they don't want you to know about it. Or even some people are so toxic and just don't care about your feelings. Like they'll probably even tell you, and you may notice like you're not even getting any of their attention. They're always on their phone. They're always outside. They don't have any time for you. You know, they're spending all their time on the phone and talking to all these other people. Meanwhile, you could, and this is what happened to me, you guys. Like I was actually living with this person, and he was always on the phone, you know, always giving his energy to other people. And then when it came to me, it was like he was already emotionally drained, so he didn't have any time for me. So it was just like, really, you know. But I do know that karma is real, and yeah, I feel like he's getting what he deserved. I know that's kind of a side note, but yeah. But yeah, y'all can ask me more questions too. Dating relationships or narcissist relationships. And Gary, you said mine would say that she didn't like talking and texting, but when I was with her, she was texting someone pretty the entire time. Wow, yeah, that's how it is. It's like they're not, unfortunately, I hate to say this, but like they're not really into you, unfortunately, you know, because think about it. Like if you're with a person, and because sometimes, yeah, you may have to answer a text or a call or something. That's cool. But if it's like all of the time that you're around this person, they're always on the phone, they're always texting somebody, they're not giving you any kind of attention, no affection, no nothing. They're not like asking you how your day was, how are you feeling, how you doing. It's just more like, oh, they're just texting, or they may even say like, hey, like it could be an ex, or it could be quote unquote a friend, like maybe just a new person that they met, and they may be showing them more interest, right? And you could kind of get a feeling like something is up, but you're just not sure because they're still kind of giving you like breadcrumbs, right? They're giving you just a little bit of breadcrumbs to keep you holding on, to make you think like, oh, maybe there's hope and maybe things will get better and maybe they're going to start showing me attention or whatever. But the reality of it is that this person is interested in someone else, and pretty much they're just using you for the moment until whoever that they're talking to, that situation works out. And that's really a sad thing. And it's hurtful too, because if you don't want to be with a person, just tell them. And I know it's not so easy because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to hurt their feelings, or, oh, I don't want to feel bad. But I'm like, I don't care. Like, say something to me, please. Let me know, because there's a lot of people out there in the world. I don't have to be stuck to you, you know. But unfortunately, you have some people that are selfish like that. So that's unfortunate. And so, Gary, you said, Joy, we got to make a t-shirt saying that they belong to the streets, right? Yes, we do. Yeah, some people, and hey, my thing is like, people are going to be who they are. If you want to be about the streets, all right, cool. Go ahead. Go be a player, or go be, you know, whatever. Do your thing. But be honest. Like, don't be a liar. Like, you're just going to make yourself look stupid, and you're going to get bad karma anyway. So just be real about yourself. Like, and I get it, because there's some people that like being a player, or the females, they like getting attention and they may not want to settle down with anybody, and that's okay. But don't lead people on. And that's really my pet peeve. And you guys let me know, what do you guys think? Chime in, because yeah. And Steven Richards, hello. Just after attention or validation. Yeah, definitely. And CJ, hey CJ, how are you? You said if they breadcrumb you, just gray rock them, reciprocate the energy. Exactly. Yeah. And this could be a narc or just a toxic person. If a person is not really into you, they're gonna breadcrumb you. And like, and especially like if you're supplying them with something, and like I said, this doesn't even have to be a narc, but you know, maybe you're giving them attention. Maybe you could be like a support person. You're there for them. You're a listening ear. They could still use you for that. It doesn't have to be like for other stuff, for like sex or finances or whatever the case that they're using you for. You know, it could be other stuff, but it's like, that's not right. You know, tell people the truth, you know, but not, unfortunately, everybody wasn't raised like that. So that's the unfortunate part, you know, because you got all kinds of people out here in the dating game, in the dating scene, and you don't know how they was raised. And so they're just kind of out here just doing whatever. And unfortunately, your heart is on the line. You end up hurt. you end up on the short end with the stick, you know? And that's the sad thing. And I don't think that that's fair, you know? And CJ, you said narcs can't be real. No, they can't. It's all about, it's it's falsehood, basically. They're being their false self. They can't be real. They're not even real with themselves. So how can they be real with us, you know? And Stephen Richards, you said, unfortunately, they are leeches, sucking your life force out of you because they have no genuine life force themselves. Exactly. Yeah, narcissists are empty. They're empty souls. And that's why I think they really like empaths, HSPs, or just, you don't have to be those type of personalities, but those are the most common ones that end up being with a narcissist. Or you could just be, you may be a caregiver, or you may just be someone that believes in the good of people. And there's nothing wrong with that, but that's not always the reality, you know? And it's nothing wrong with having that mindset, but you have to understand people, there's good people out there and there's evil people out there, you know? And that's just how God made it, you know? But yeah, it's crazy. And you have those people that are looking to feed off of your energy, like narcissists. Like if you're full of energy, you're excited and you feel exhilarated about life, you have a lot going on, you're a perfect victim for the narcissist. You're a perfect target because they're going to suck you dry. And they will find great pleasure in bringing you down. They love that. They love it. And Gary, you said it's always the ones with bad upbringings like daddy issues. Unfortunately, yes. And that's, yeah. It's very unfortunate because it's like we're left to do the work and pick up the pieces of what, you know, which you had no control over if someone's parents did their job or not. That's not our issue, you know, but it's like that individual is not taking responsibility, you know, for their life. You know, they're just kind of letting what happened to them in the past rule their life. And that's not cool. And it's not fair to you, especially if you're interested in them and you think they're, you know, a pretty cool person or whatever, but then you start to notice that the way that they treat you and the way that they behave is not right, you know, and it's not your job to fix them. It's their job. And if they don't want to, then there's nothing you can do. That's when you let go. And if they want to change, cool. If not, then okay, be on your way. You know, that's how it has to be. And Steven, you said exactly. Yeah, mainly empaths. Exactly. And Gary, you said they have a God-sized hole in them. No one can fill it except them. Right. Talk soon. Yes, Gary, definitely talk to you soon. Yeah. And if you guys like my content, you guys, please feel free. If you want to donate to my channel, is always appreciated. I did want to say thank you to those of you that have already donated. It really does mean a lot. But yeah, that's just my Cashapp. If you guys like my content, you like the videos that I make, that's what the donations are for. It's just the continuations of me making these videos and all that good stuff. If you haven't already, please feel free to do so. Always appreciate it. And so, and that email, that's if you want to donate to my PayPal. But Stephen, you said we also have to accept our responsibility in ignoring the red flags and also our own weaknesses, the codependencies. Yes, that is correct. Good point. Yeah, I was that person, which I'm sure a lot of us in the room have been, where we seen red flags, whether it was with a narcissist or it was another toxic person, and we didn't listen to our intuition. Right? We ignore those red flags. We ignore the abuse. We ignore the mistreatment, thinking that, oh, maybe they're just having a bad day. Oh, maybe it's going to get better. You know, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I didn't see what I saw, you know, but no, like that was a red flag. And it's like your intuition trying to warn you. It's probably even screaming at you saying like, what's going on? Why do you keep accepting less? Or why do you keep allowing this person to treat you this way? You know? And it's unfortunate, but I think if the more you're around it, and you just get tired of it after a while, you know, like your soul is actually talking to you saying like, okay, like leave, like what are you doing? Why are you allowing this? Like something, you deserve better, you know? And so, yeah. But yeah, I definitely struggled with codependencies as well. You know, being dependent on my aunt. She was a narc. I lived with her for 5 years. And I think all of us, we're codependent on our parents, when we grow up. That's just natural. But when you become an adult, right, that's when you break away from the nest, right? And you learn how to fend for yourself. But unfortunately, you have some narcissistic parents that don't allow their children to grow up, and they treat their adult children, or I'm sorry, their adult children like a child, and they're not a child, but they can't and they won't let go. And the only way that person can be free of a narc parent is if they go no contact. And it's hard because, as I always say, we feel like we owe our family everything, but we really don't, And it's hard to think like that because we've been programmed to feel that way, and it's not true, But I know family ties are important, but if the family ties are toxic, then you got to reconsider that. So, yeah. And Stephen, you said I was emotionally drained too after 3 years of taking on all their shortcomings. Yeah, it is definitely emotionally draining. It makes you feel tired. It makes you feel weak. Like you're low on energy. You can't do anything. You're not productive, and you just feel miserable. It's not a good way to live at all. You don't want to be in that position. So, but yeah, that's all I have, unless y'all have any other questions or any comments, any feedback you guys want to add in before I head out. But thank y'all for tuning in. And it's definitely always a great thing to have you guys on. It really does make my day. And so, yeah. And as I always say, you guys, before I head out, I am actually going to be coming out with my new course. If any of you guys are interested, I think it's going to be really good. It's called How to Break Patterns in Relationships, Preventing Narc Relationships in the Future. So if that sounds interesting to you, let me know. You can email me, and then you can get access to it. I do believe it's $17. And I did actually add a bonus. I added my other audio course called The Pathway to Healing Emotionally After Narcissistic Abuse. I did add that to the course. So you get both of those two courses for $17 until August the 29th. So if you guys are interested, let me know. And I look forward to that. And yes. So Stephen, yes, you have a great day too. And CJ, you have a great day as well. And yes, you guys like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, any other topics, let me know. I would love to make a video for you guys. Until next time, like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys think that this video can help someone, share this with them. Maybe it can bless them. Oh, and last thing, I'm actually offering free 30-minute support sessions, you guys. If you want to get any support sessions for coping with narc abuse, or if you need advice or you need guidance, any kind of support, I'm offering free 30-minute support sessions until the end of this month. And then, like I said, check out any of my other video audio courses, my coaching programs, and my other sessions. So, all right, guys, love you. See you next time. Internet hug. Oh, and one more thing. I know I keep saying one more thing. I want to give y'all homework. So the homework would be, try to practice no reaction. Try to practice in no reaction when let's say it's a toxic person, whether it's a narcissist or someone that is not good for you. Try practice not reacting to them. And I know that could be difficult because I know we're programmed to react, but try your hardest not to. And let me know how it works. You can try that. I don't know, maybe for a couple of days, maybe 7 days. 5 days or a week or two, but see how it goes, right? And then I'm trying to see if there's any other homework I can give you guys. I know I said this before, but practice listening to your intuition. And also don't ignore those red flags too. Listen to those red flags. Trust your intuition, right? So yeah. All right. That's all I have, guys. Let me know how that works for you. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.